Good evening, everyone. This is Robert at RGL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Payoff Pitch 1985. Today's date is May 28th, and we are at Comiskey Park for tonight's game between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. A battle of two teams with winning records. The Blue Jays are 25-16 at this time. The White Sox are 21-18. Historically, the Blue Jays won this game 6-1, but this should be a real interesting matchup between these two. We got Dave Steib going up against Richard Dotson. This is actually not a bad pitching matchup, I think. So this should be a fun game to play, and hopefully, as the last couple of games of Payoff Pitch have been very exciting. Of course, last night we saw Cincinnati obliterate the Cardinals 14-2. We'll see if anything like that happens again tonight, as sometimes you do get games like that. Let's take a look at what we got here. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox is Richard Dotson. He was 3-4 with a 4.47 ERA. He only made about 9 starts in 1985. He gets the call tonight for the Pale Hose. Let's get things underway. Let's play some baseball. Top of the first inning as Philip Reynolds is first to join me here at Comiskey Park. And leading off for the Blue Jays will be second baseman Damaso Garcia. Dotson is a right-hander. Garcia, .299 average against rights in 85. Let's play some baseball. And that is going to be a patient 94. That's a fly ball to left field. And Rudy Law will make that catch for out number 1. Next up is the third baseman, Rance Mullinix, batted .299 with 10 homers against rights in 85. Dotson will send the pitch along, and that is a patient 92, and that's a fly ball to right field. Harold Baines will get to that one, and that's out number 2. So 2 pitches from Dotson and 2 flyouts. Center fielder Lloyd Mosby will come up to bat. Bats .260 with 11 homers against rights. Dotson looking in, and the pitch on the way. Again, a patient 17, but that time it's going to be a walk. Mosby trots down to first on a 2-out base on balls. And the next batter is first baseman Willie Upshaw, batted .276 with 10 homers against rights in 85. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight patients from Dotson, all on a 5. Not this time, though. That's a tough 36. Tough 36, and that will be a pop out to second base. Coming under that will be Tim Hewlett, and he makes the catch. Nothing for the Blue Jays here at the end of a half inning. Bottom of the first, starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays is Dave Steib. He was their ace in 85, 14-13 with a 2.48 ERA. You need to take names of all your followers and the teams they love for game managerial decisions. I've been thinking about that. Steib will pitch. He was their ace for the Blue Jays in 85. And leading off for the White Sox will be left fielder Rudy Law. Steib, of course, is a right-hander. .252, 5 home runs against rights. I only do that, Philip, for certain people. Other players, I'm just going to go ahead and play the game on my own. But yes, like if you're here and it's a Reds fan, or we got an Astros fan, Mets fan, that kind of thing. Here's the pitch from Steib. That's a tough 23, and it will be a leadoff single by Rudy Law. It's a base hit. He hits that one into left field. Single for Law on at first. And here is the third baseman, Scott Fletcher. Fletcher batted .203 against rights in 85. 5+ steal rating, but with a 12 on the dice, Law will hold. And here's the pitch. And it's a tough 11, and that is a strikeout. Strikeout number 1 for Steib. He averaged 5.7 per 9. One man down, and here's the right fielder, Harold Baines, batted .293 with 16 homers against rights. Law will hold it first, does not make the strat roll. How many Jays fans or Marlin fans do you know? I don't know. I haven't. Well, as far as Jays fans, I know I got one Jays fan out there. Forget his name. I do know there's a Jays fan there. And I've yet to play the Marlins. I haven't played any Marlins games yet. Every game we played in 1994 and 1985. Marlins didn't. Oh, that's not true. I did play one Marlins game in 1994. But I don't know. But I'm a Marlins fan, too, as well as a Mets fan. Since I'm a homer. I live in South Florida. That is a ballpark from Dave Steib, a ballpark 46, and that is going to be in Baines's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 56 will be a double for Harold Baines. That is a double. Let's see what we get here. That is a deep drive off the left field wall. Runners advance 2 bases. Law goes to third. Baines is on second. Law's run rating is a 9. That is a 10. He will have to hold. Law stops at third. It was a runner's advance 2 bases with a choice. The only way this would have worked is if there was a 9 or lower. But Law holds at third, but the White Sox are in business. With 1 man out, first baseman Greg Walker comes up. Runners at second and third. Infield is going to be normal as it's early in the game. Pitch from Steib, and that is a tough 71, and that's a ground ball to short. It's a ground ball to shortstop, and with a 12 on the dice, the only play is going to be the first. So the throw goes to first. Law does come in to score. Baines moves over to third, and it's 1-0 White Sox. But there are 2 outs. Harold Baines moves over to third base. The throw goes to first automatically with a 12 on the dice. And now we'll see the original Pudge, catcher Carlton Fisk. You like the Marlins? We're in the Florida Marlins. So did a lot of people down here. A lot of people love the Florida Marlins. They really don't like the Miami Marlins that much. But the Marlins did make the playoffs last year, so hopefully they'll have a decent showing this season, if, of course, we're allowed to go to ball games because of COVID. Baines on at third. Fisk is the batter. Pitch from Steib. That is a tough 42, and it's a line drive at right to second base, and Damaso Garcia puts it away, and that will end the inning. The White Sox are first to get on the board. 1 run on 2 hits. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Pale Hose. Top of the second coming up. You actually have a spring training program from the inaugural year. Yeah, that's awesome. I got one from I have a program from their from one of the first games they played. It wasn't opening day. It was not opening day. I think it was the second game against the Dodgers in 1993. Leading off for the Blue Jays here will be left fielder George Bell. He bats .298, 17 homers against rights. Pitch from Dotson. That's a tough 85. Ground ball to short, taken care of by Guillen. Throws to first, out number 1. Toronto designated hitter Len Matuzik will come up to bat now. Bats .212 against rights. And what we got here, that is a in-play 20. That's going to be a single for Matuzik. He will trot on down to first and hold there. And now the catcher, Ernie Witt, batted .252 with 17 home runs. Other team in the program was the Mets. So where was it? Was it at St. Louis? Was it at Port St. Lucie, or was it in Jupiter that you went to? Well, I guess if it was from their inaugural year, I guess it was Jupiter at Roger Dean. All that. Did they play there in that year? I don't know where they played. It wasn't Roger. They didn't play at Roger Dean Stadium in '93 for spring training. At least I don't remember if they did or not. 1 out. Matuzik on at first. Dotson will pitch. And we got a ballpark 79. That's an in play. In play 64 for Witt is a ground ball to short. Witt's double play rating's a 6, Dotson's a 5, that is a 4. Shortstop to second to first, you get the twin killing. That is a double play, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Blue Jays. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. You didn't go. Someone got it for you. Okay. Here's the designated hitter for the White Sox, Ron Kittle. Batted .225. He had 16 homers against rights in 85. Fans here at Comiskey Park. Pretty much a neutral park. Bit can be a hitter's park. 1-58 for lefts and 1-57 for rights for the wheelhouse. Here's the pitch from Steib. That is a patient 10, and that's a walk. Kittle will trot down to first. Dave Steib had a 2.48 ERA. And so far, he's already given up the 1 run. So we'll see. Kittle on at first. He has a 3F steal rating, and the steal is available. He has 1 stolen base, but they're not going to steal, obviously, with Kittle. And the batter is going to be Darryl Boston. He's at center field for this game. Batted .237 in 85. No steal attempt, but a hit and run's a possibility. Boston bats .237. What's a strikeout rating? Now, there's too many toughs on Steib. No hit and run. Steib will go ahead and pitch. And that is a ballpark 75. That will be in play. In play 36 for Boston is a single. It's a base hit. It's a line drive into left field. Kittle will only advance 1 base. He will have to hold at second. So the White Sox are in business again with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. And here is the second baseman, Tim Hewlett. Batted .250 with 3 homers against rights. Runners at first and second. Steib in a bit of a jam. Marlins are the quickest team to win a World Series 4 years. Actually, you are incorrect. That is 5 years. 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. The Diamondbacks actually are the quickest team to win a World Series. 1998, 99, 2000, 2001. Diamondbacks are the quickest team to win a World Series 4 years. It took the Marlins 5 to do it. Kittle at second, Boston at first, pitch to Hewlett. And that is a ballpark again. That's a 90. It's an in play. In play 31 for Hewlett. That's going to be a single. Another base hit. Sharp liner drops in front of the left fielder. Runner on first, runner on second advances with a base and a choice. His run rating is a 6. That's a 10. Kittle will hold at third base. So Dave Steib in a little bit of a jam here as he can't get anybody out. Bases loaded, no one out for the shortstop, Ozzie Guillen. They're going to go talk to Steib on the mound here. A walk and 2 base hits. The White Sox, they're in business here. And we'll see what they call to do here. Blue Jays are going to call the infield normal. They'll try to get 2 outs. Dave Steib will pitch to Guillen. Here it comes. And that's another ballpark check, 65. That's an in play. But an in play 98 is a fly ball to right field. That's a fly ball to right. That'll get caught by Barfield. That is out number 1. That is a 10. On an in play, that is a 10. It is higher than Kittle's run rating of 6. He will hold at third base. 1 out. As Guillen flies out, but they cannot get the sacrifice fly. On an in play, I do call an outfield. I can do a sacrifice fly if, for at least the choice of it, but the dice roll has to be equal to or lower than the runner's run rating. On a patient, it's automatic. It's automatic. I can make the choice if I want to do it or not. And of course, a wheelhouse, he automatically scores. Tough, nobody does it. 1 out now, top of the order. Here's Rudy Law. So Steib gets a shallow fly ball, can't score Kittle. They still call the infield back. Pitch from Steib. Another 10. Ballpark. This one is a rare play. Yeah. This is a rare play. Red first. 22-5. Let's see. Batter hits a slow roller to shortstop, who makes a play to first. If shortstop's error rating is 1 or 2, ball sails into the stands for a 2-base error. Otherwise, 6-3 put out, and runners advance 1 base. So the batter hits a slow roller to short, and that is Fernandez. His error rating is a 3. And the batter, if the error rating is 1 or 2, so it's a 3. So no, it's a 6-3 put out. Runners advance 1 base. So the throw goes to first, but Kittle does come in to score. Boston goes to third. Hewlett goes to second. Law is out, 2 outs, but the White Sox now lead 2-0. Marlins have won 2. Yep, that's correct. Marlins have won 2 series. Randy Johnson's only World Series in 2001, in one of the better World Series that were played. I say the 2001 World Series was one of maybe the top 10 World Series played. That was a great series, and especially for 9/11, the World Trade Center World Series, if you want to call it that. Here's Scott Fletcher now with 2 outs, but now 2-0 White Sox. As Law grounded out, too short. The run does come in to score, and the runners move. Here's the pitch to Fletcher. Steib, that's a tough 78, and it will be a fly out to center field. And taking care of that will be Mosby. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits, and the White Sox have a 2-0 lead at the end of 2. Top of the third, leading off for the boys north of the border, is the right fielder Jesse Barfield. Batted .277, 18 home runs against rights. Pitch from Dotson. That's an in-play 93. Ground ball to short, taken care of easily there by Guillen, who throws to first, out number 1. Here's the Toronto shortstop, Tony Fernandez. He batted .286 with 2 homers. Pitch from Dotson. And that's a tough 0-9 swing. And that is a called strike 3 on Fernandez. Dotson pitched it right where it needs to be, and Fernandez will turn around and just head back to the dugout, knowing he should have swung at it. 2 down. Here's Damaso Garcia. Pitch from Dotson. And that is a patient 29. It will be a base hit by Garcia. That is a single. He hits that one to right field. Garcia will hold there at first. That's his first hit of the game. And now Mullenix will take a hack with 2 outs. 5C steal rating. Garcia not running. And we'll see if the Blue Jays can do something here. Here's the pitch to Mullenix. And that is a patient 83. And it's a ground ball hit to second base. Up with it easily is Hewlett, who will throw to first and get the out. Side retired. No runs and a hit for the Jays. It remains 2-0 in favor of the White Sox. Bottom of the third. And Harold Baines will get his next look here. Harold Baines got a double his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Pitch from Steib. And that is a tough 79. ground ball to short. Play goes to first. That is out number 1. Here's Greg Walker. Walker 0 for 1. Steib, pitch on the way. That's a tough 76. That's a fly ball straight away center field. And that will be Mosby making that catch. And that's out number 2. Here's Pudge. Pudge lined out his last time up, 0 for 1. Steib with the pitch. And that is a tough 74. It's another fly ball center field. Mosby will easily take a couple of steps to his right and put it away for out number 3. First time tonight that Steib has retired the White Sox in order, but it remains still 2-0 in favor of the Chi Sox. Top of the 4th inning. Here's Lloyd Mosby. He'll lead off for the Blue Jays here. Dotson looking in, pitching very well so far, but Toronto probably hasn't hit the stride yet. Here's the pitch from Dotson. That's an in-play 17. That will be a single for Mosby. That is a base hit. Mosby finds himself on base for the 2nd time today. 5C steal rating, 7 on the board, will not run. Here is Willie Upshaw. Upshaw popped out his last time up. Dotson makes the pitch. And that is a tough 22. And that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Upshaw goes down on that. And that is going to be strikeout number 2 for Dotson. Dotson averaged about 5.7 per 9. George Bell will come up next. Mosby still on first. Here's the pitch. And Dotson, that's another tough pitch. Tough 88. That's a ground ball to short. Dotson, Bell's double play rating's a 5. Dotson's a 5. That is a 6. So there's no double play. Mosby, however, his run rating is a 7. It's fast enough. The throw will go to first. Mosby will be safe at second on the field on a fielder's choice, but there are 2 outs. Mosby with a run rating of 7 will beat that throw. So the only play was the first base on a slow rolling grounder. So now with 2 men on and 2 men out and a man on second, Matuzek will come up to bat. He singled his last time up. But now 2 outs. Dotson looking in. Now he throws. And that is a tough 32. And it will be a base hit for Len Matuzek. He gets a single. Mosby with a run rating of 7 will score from second easily. He will come in. Matuzek on at first. And the Blue Jays are on the board. RBI single by Len Matuzek. That's his 2nd hit of the game. The Blue Jays cut the lead in half, 2-1 now. Here's Ernie Witt. Matuzek on first. Not a threat to steal. We'll see if Dotson gets away from it. Here comes the pitch. And that is a tough 54. And that's a ground ball to third. That's an easy play there by Fletcher. And he will throw to first to get Witt out, as Matuzek actually runs very well, but the throw goes to first to get the final out, and that will end it. 1 run for the Blue Jays on a couple of hits. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 2-1, favor of the Pale Hose. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Ron Kittle. Kittle walked his last time up. Steib looking on here. His Blue Jays have now cut the lead in half. Steib pitching a little better now. Here's the pitch. That is a tough 26. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is strikeout. Let's see. That is strikeout number 2 for Dave Steib. Kittle will head back to the bench. One down for Daryl Boston, future Met. Boston, he singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Steib looking on. Now the pitch. And that is a tough 13. And that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Third strikeout for Steib as he sends Boston back to the bench. And here's Hewlett. Hewlett singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Steib looking on. And now the pitch on the way. And that is a defense check 80. That should be all right. Range check to left field. The ball is hit the bell. His range is a C. A 1 to 39 would be a hit. That's an 80. Not a problem for Bell. Bell will make the catch, and the inning is over. Another 1-2-3 inning for Steib, and it remains 2-1 in favor of the White Sox. Top of the 5th. In a rapidly moving game so far, here's Jesse Barfield for Toronto. Barfield 0 for 1. Pitch from Dotson. And that is a patient 0-1, and that is a walk. That was pretty much a patient 0-1. That's pretty much 4 straight pitch. That's a 4-pitch walk. Barfield will go to first. And that is the second walk issued by Dotson. He averaged about 3 per 9 innings. Blue Jays a man on, and here's Fernandez. Fernandez struck out his last time up. Barfield 4C steal rating will not run. Dotson with the pitch. And that is a tough 0-1, and that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Dotson as he gives up a walk to Barfield, and he strikes out Fernandez. Garcia comes up next. Garcia 1 for 2. Barfield still on at first, will not do anything. Here's the pitch, and that is a patient 90, and it will be a ground ball to short. Garcia's double play rating's an 8. Dotson's a 5. That is a 5, and that is a twin killing. Shortstop to second to first, double play. No runs, no hits, a walk, no errors. As again, Dotson gets the pitcher's best friend. It stays 2-1 favor of the White Sox. Bottom half of the 5th, Ozzie Guillen comes up. He'll lead off for the White Sox. Steib's fatigue hitting is 8. He's still pitching pretty strong, though. He's settled down a little bit. That's a tough 65. Ground ball to short. Easy pickup there by Fernandez. Throws to first for out number 1. Here's Law. Rudy Law 1 for 2. Singled in the first. Pitch from Steib. That's an in-play 14. That will be a base hit by Rudy Law. It's a single. Law will get down to first base. Steib fought the Law, and this time the Law won. The batter is Scott Fletcher. Rudy Law has a 5+ steal rating, which means on his first time up, he would be available for it, but it is not his first time up, so it stays a 5. So Rudy Law does not get a steal rating, does not get the steal. Fletcher, however, could be looking at a hit and run. Let's see, we might do a hit and run here with Fletcher and 1 out. And the hit and run's going to be on. So Scott Fletcher going to try the hit and run. Actually, no, he will not. His contact rating's lousy. No, he'll hit normally, 203 average. He won't hit. So normal hit, normal play. Steib pitches. That's a defense 0-3. That's not good. Range check to third base. The ball is at the Mullinix. His range is a C. That's an 0-3. Not a chance. It'll get by him. And that is going to be a double. As it gets past the third baseman, it's a double and 3 bases, which means Law will score from first. And Fletcher goes to second. And it's now 3-1 White Sox. RBI double by Scott Fletcher. As he gets it past Mullinix on a range play, it's now 3-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's Harold Baines. 1 out, runner at second. Steib looking on, and the pitch on the way. And that is a tough 85. That is a fly ball center field. That'll be put away by Mosby, out number 2. Fletcher holds at second base. Greg Walker will now come up and take a swing. Steib looking in. Here it comes. Tough 78. And it's a fly ball center field again. And Mosby will get to this one. And he will make the grab. 1 run for the White Sox. 2 hits. At the end of 5, the White Sox lead it now 3-1. Top of the 6th inning. Rance Mullinix will bat for the Blue Jays here. The Blue Jays come into this game with a record of 25-16. The White Sox are 21-18. So both teams, of course, have winning records, which means they are looking at playoffs in the future. Long way to go before we start talking about playoffs, though. Here's the pitch from Dotson. And it is a tough 25. And it is a swing and a miss. Mullinix goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 4 for Richard. He's pitching well today. And now Lloyd Mosby comes up. He singled his last time up. Pitch from Dotson. And that is an in-play 55. Ground ball to third. Easily picked up there by Fletcher. He'll throw to first to get the out. That's the second out there. And now Willie Upshaw. Pitch from Dotson. And we got a defense check 57. It's an error ball. It's an error check to short. The ball is hit the Guillen. His error rating is a 5. Not a problem. Guillen's got it. Throws to first and gets the out. A 1-2-3 inning for Dotson. And it remains 3-1 White Sox. Steib gets back on the mound, and Pudge will come to bat. Carlton Fisk 0 for 2. Rapidly moving game here at Comiskey Park. Pitch from Steib. That's a tough 11, and that's a swing and a miss. Fisk goes down on strikes. 4th strikeout by Steib. And here's Kittle. Kittle is 0 for 1, walked and struck out. Steib sets and deals. And we got a patient 92. It's a fly ball to left field. And that will be taken care of by Bell. Makes the catch, out number 2. Two outs. The batter will be Darryl Boston. Boston is 1 for 2. Got a single in the second inning. Steib will pitch to Boston. And that is a tough 90. Fly ball right field. Taken care of there by Barfield. And he makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Dave Steib. It remains 3-1 White Sox. If MLB were to add 2 expansion teams, where would they be? Montreal would be one site. Yeah, Montreal definitely would be it. Montreal would definitely be it. I thought I had the autofocus turned off. I guess got to reset it again. Montreal would be one site, yes. They do want a baseball team. The second one, I'm thinking Las Vegas. I'm thinking Vegas would be a good site for it. Name them the Las Vegas Aces. I think that'd be a good name for them. Las Vegas, I think, would be a good site for a baseball team. Put another one out west and get rid of the 3. And if you do that, you'll get rid of the 3 division alignment, go back to a 2, go back to an East and West, get Houston back in the National League, put Milwaukee back in the American League where they belong, all right, and do it from there. I think 32 teams is enough. So, yeah, I think Montreal and Vegas would be 2 good choices. Top of the 7th inning, 3-1 White Sox. Richard Dotson, this is his fatigue inning. He is strong. He will stay out there. And here's George Bell leading off for the Blue Jays. Pitch from Dotson. And that is an in-play 44 single for George Bell. It's a base hit. He hits that one into center. Blue Jays start with a man on first. And here's Len Matuzik. Matuzik is 2 for 2. 2 singles for the Jays today. Bell not stealing. He'll stay where he's at. 4B steal rating. And here's the pitch from Dotson. And that is a defense 81. That should be fine. Error check to third base. The ball is hit to Fletcher's error rating is a 1. A 1 to 59 is an error, but that's an 81. He's going to make the play. So it is going to be an out, and it's going to be a ground ball, fielder's choice. So the throw goes to second to get Bell. Matuzik is safe at first, and there's one out. Nice play there by Fletcher. Has a low error rating, but the roll was high enough for him to avoid it. Here's Ernie Witt. Matuzik on at first base again. He's reached base all 3 times, even though 2 was safely and 1 was a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch to Witt. And that is an in-play 15. That's a single. Base hit for Witt. Long single into the gap to center field. Matuzik advances 1 base. He will hold at second. Witt gets his first hit of the game. Is now 1 for 3. And now a chance here for Jesse Barfield. Barfield, a good hitter. And now the Blue Jays are in business here in the top of the 7th. Dotson will pitch to Barfield. Fans here at Comiskey a little bit nervous. Las Vegas Slots. No, I don't like that name. That you could just change a vowel in that word, and you change the vowel to one letter, and it's not a good name to use. Here's the pitch from Dotson. That's a tough 07. Struck him out. What a big strikeout by Dotson to get Barfield. And that's strikeout number 5. Strikes out Barfield. And now Tony Fernandez will come up. Runners at first and second, now 2 outs. Can Dotson get out of this little jam? Fernandez 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Blue Jays have a chance to get some runners in, but Dotson's doing a job. Here's the pitch. That's an in play, 62. Ground ball, third base. That's going to be an easy play there for Fletcher. And he will throw to second to get Witt, and the inning is over. Another chance for the Blue Jays goes by the board. No runs, 2 hits. We are at the 7th inning stretch. 3-1 White Sox. And we will be right back on the 7th inning stretch. Dang autofocus. I really thought I took care of that. Maybe have to reset it again. Timeout. Senior, take me out to the ball game. Like to remind you, some more action coming up on my channel. Tomorrow, we have Inside Pitch. The 1985 one and gone continues. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the San Diego Padres. It will be Mike Moore taking on Dave Dravecky. That's actually a good pitching matchup. Moore against Dravecky. And that is the Inside Pitch game for tomorrow. That's game 4 of the 85 one and gone. And on Payoff Pitch tomorrow night, it's on to Yankee Stadium. The California Angels visit the New York Yankees. That is tomorrow night's game on Payoff Pitch. So don't miss it. Some good action there. Mariners versus the Padres, and then Angels at the Yankees. Bottom half of the 7th inning here, the White Sox lead the Blue Jays 3-1. Also, don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after the end of the game. Tim Hewlett leads off for the White Sox. And Dave Steib has given up his fatigue inning is the next one, and they're going to keep him out there and see if he can get the job done. Here's the pitch from Steib. That is a wheelhouse 0-2. Nope, no doubt about it there. Crack. That ball isn't high. That ball is in deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, Tim Hewlett. Dave Steib pitches Hewlett a meatball, and he turned it into lasagna. As that ball is hit out of here, he smacks that one over the left field wall. That is a goner. Straight up wheelhouse 0-2, and Hewlett blasted it. Stadium cheers. Yay! And it's now 4-1. Tim Hewlett, 2 for 3. And also, it's funny also that Tim Hewlett also hit a home run in my Inside Pitch game, in the game between in the game between the White Sox and the Giants in the Inside Pitch. So Tim Hewlett hits a home run in Inside Pitch, and now he hits a home run in Payoff Pitch. Here's Ozzie Guillen. The Blue Jay warming up, and actually that's going to be it for Steib. Steib is coming out. They are done, as they got a couple of lefties coming up, so that will be it for Dave Steib. So we'll see a new pitcher for the Blue Jays. And they're going to bring in Gary Lavelle, 5-7, 3.10 ERA. He will pitch to Ozzie Guillen. Have I had a no-hitter? Phil, don't you remember the 1994 National League wild card playoff I did? The Giants and the Astros? Or did you get a chance to watch that game? I don't know, maybe you didn't get to see it. The answer to the question is yes. You need to watch it. I swear I thought you knew I did one. 1994, my restart. 94 wild card, National League wild card playoff. Giants and Astros. Bill Swift got a no-hitter. It's available on my channel. If you don't remember, if you didn't get a chance to see it, watch it. Lavelle will pitch to Guillen. Here's the pitch. That is a tough 76. And it's a fly ball center field. Easy play made there by Mosby. That's out number 1. Coming up next is Rudy Law. Law bats .360 against lefties. Pitch from Lavelle. That is a patient 67, and it's a fly ball to left. Lifted to left. Bell will make that catch. Out number 2. And now Scott Fletcher will come up to bat. Fletcher got a double his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Pitch from Lavelle. That's a ballpark. 37. That's in Fletcher's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 54 is a single. And Fletcher belts that one into center field. Fletcher will go to first. And that's Fletcher's second hit of the game. And now Harold Baines comes up. Hasn't happened to you yet. That no-hitter that I did was the first ever no-hitter in any game system I ever played throughout my entire life. That includes Stratomatic. It includes Status Pro Baseball. That includes Payoff Pitch, Inside Pitch, APA. It includes, ever. Runner on first base, 2 outs. Lavelle will pitch to Baines. And that is a tough 63. Ground ball to third. An easy play there made by Mullenix. And the throw will go to first to get Baines, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits. A solo jack by Tim Hewlett. And the White Sox lead it 4-1. We go to the top of the 8th. And also the top of the batting order for the Blue Jays. There's Damaso Garcia. Richard Dotson. I think we're going to see a new pitcher here. I think we will. Dotson actually is going to pitch to Garcia, and then we'll see a new pitcher. Garcia 1 for 3. Pitch from Dotson. That is a patient 14, and that will be a base hit by Garcia. It's a single. He'll trot on down to first. Second hit of the game for Garcia. The batter will be Rance Mullenix, and that will be it for Richard Dotson as they will take him out. He's done a fine job today. A very good job today. But now the White Sox will turn it to the pen. And they're going to bring in Juan Agosto, 4-3, 3.58 ERA. And he's a lefty. He'll go up against the 3 lefties coming up. Juan Agosto against Rance Mullenix. Garcia on at first. There is a steal possibility, but you're down by 3 runs, so you're not going to steal. As Salvador America joins us here at Comiskey Park. We're in the top of the 8th inning. White Sox leading 4-1. But the Blue Jays have a leadoff runner at first base. And Juan Agosto now coming on to pitch. Pitch from Agosto. That's an in-play 0-8, and that's going to be a double for Rance Mullenix. That's an opposite field shot. Opposite field shot into left field. Runners advance 2 bases. Garcia goes to third. Mullenix to second. Garcia's base run rating is a 7. That is an 8. He will hold at third base. Double for Mullenix, and the Blue Jays are in business here on the top of the 8th. And the batter is Lloyd Mosby. So nobody out, but the Blue Jays are now threatening. Top of the 8th inning. Agosto will pitch to Mosby. Fans here at Comiskey would like to see if the White Sox can hold the lead. Here's the pitch to Mosby. And that is a patient 37. It's a walk. And Mosby will go to first. And the bases are loaded. Bases loaded for Willie Upshaw. He will bat. It'll be up to Agosto to see if he can keep the Blue Jays from scoring. So a big bat here coming up here for Toronto. It's good to see Salvador America. Like to remind you, Salvador, that tomorrow your favorite team is playing tomorrow night. It's the California Angels versus the New York Yankees. So I know you want to watch your Yankees play tomorrow night. Right, Salvador? I know you want to watch your Yankees. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Agosto. And that is a ballpark 52. And Upshaw is a lefty. That is a wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 21. You got it. Crack. The ball isn't high. The ball isn't deep. Going back. It is over the fence. Gone. Grand slam. Home run. Willie Upshaw. A ballpark Agosto, 52, and Upshaw's a lefty, and that's a wheelhouse, and then a wheelhouse 21 against the lefty. Willie Upshaw just blasted it out of here, and and the Blue Jays take the lead 5-4. Stadium groans. A well-pitched game by Richard Dotson gets blown out of the water as Agosto serves up a meatball, and Willie Upshaw turns it into baked ziti, and that is out of here. And the Blue Jays now lead it 5-4, and still nobody out here in the top of the 8th. And here's George Bell. And that takes care of Agosto as they're yanking him out fairly quickly. Too tired to flip my lid. New pitcher coming in for the White Sox. And they're going to bring in Britt Burns, who is a relief pitcher, who's more of a starter, but he can relieve. So Britt Burns will come in to pitch to George Bell now here, top of the 8th, as a grand slam homer puts the Blue Jays on top. A beautiful game pitched by Richard Dotson, and he will get the no decision. Actually, he wouldn't. The losing pitcher would be Agosto, because the winning run that crossed the plate is charged to Agosto because he gave up the homer. Here's the pitch from Burns. That's a patient 0-3, and that is a walk. And Bell will trot to first. Unbelievable. The White Sox bullpen implodes. And here's Len Matuzik. Britt Burns will pitch to Matuzik. Bell on it first. And here's the pitch. And that is a tough 83. It's a ground ball to second base. Matuzik's base double plays a 7. So is Burns a 7. That is a 7. So it goes to second, throws to short, over to first for 2. Double play. They get the 4-6-3, but a little late. 2 outs. As fans here pretty much just are booing all over the place here at Comiskey Park. A 4-1 lead, and then Richard Dotson gives up a base hit or 2, and then out comes Agosto, and he gives up a walk, and then a big home run. Here's Ernie Witt. Remember, the Blue Jays are the better team between these two. The Blue Jays have a quick results of an A. The White Sox are a B, but not much better. White Sox still were pretty good that year. Pitch from Burns. That is a ballpark 68. That's in play. In play 63. Ground ball to short. Taken care of there by Guillen, who throws to first, and that will end the inning. Four runs on 3 hits and a couple of walks. A big grand slam by Willie Upshaw. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Suddenly, it's a 5-4 Blue Jay lead. Greg Walker will lead it off against here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Lavelle will pitch to Walker, then we'll probably see a new pitcher. Fans here at Comiskey suddenly really disappointed. The Blue Jays did win this game 6-1, but what a turn of events. Here's the pitch from Lavelle. That's a tough 65, and that's a ground ball to short. Taking care of that is Fernandez. Throws to first, out number 1. Next up is Carlton Fisk. We'll see a new pitcher for the Blue Jays, as they'll now bring in a right-hander. And the Blue Jay bullpen is pretty good. Here's Jim Acker. They'll go with Acker as the setup man. 7-2, 3.23 ERA. Jim Acker will pitch to Carlton Fisk here now with 1 out. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 68. It's a ground ball to second base. Over to first from Garcia, 2 outs. Now Kittle. Kittle is out. Kittle is 0 for 2. Struck out, flew out, and walked. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Acker. And that is a tough 76. Fly ball center field. Mosby will get to that. And a 1-2-3 inning on the White Sox. At the end of 8, it is still 5-4 Blue Jays. What a comeback by Toronto. is Jim Abbott on the Angels team in 85. Jim Abbott didn't start playing until I thought 90 until I think I don't know. I don't think he I have to look. I think he might be. I'm not sure. We're on the top of the ninth inning, 5-4 Blue Jays. Leading off for the Blue Jays will be Jesse Barfield, and Britt Burns is going to come out of the game as they'll go to a right-hander now from the bullpen. And they will go with Dan Spillner. Dan Spillner adds 10 to the tough roll. So Dan Spillner will go up against Jesse Barfield on the top of the ninth. Spillner's job simple. Keep it a 5-4 game and allow the White Sox to try to get some runs. Here's the pitch to Barfield. And that is a patient 07. It's a walk. Barfield walks for the second time in the game. He'll trot down to first. And now Tony Fernandez. He will hit. He's 0 for 3, but he'll hit. With one out. Nobody out. Spillner's pitch. And that is a patient 04, and that's a walk to Fernandez. So the Blue Jays now have insurance runs on. And now Damaso Garcia gets a chance. They'll go talk to Spillner for a moment. Runners at first and second, nobody out. They'll check with Spillner. And now Spillner ready to go. Here's the pitch. And that is a wheelhouse 70. And that is going to be a ground ball to second base. That's a ground ball to second. Garcia's double play rating's an 8. Spillner's a 7. That is a 2. That's easy. At second base to shortstop, back to first for 2. They will get the double play. But Barfield does advance to third. There are 2 outs. So can Spillner get out of the inning? The batter is Rance Mullinix, and we'll see a new pitcher for Spillner as he's going to come out. And they're going to go with a lefty, I think. And they're going to go with Tim Lawler. Tim Lawler will come into pitch now. 3-5, 4.66 ERA. 2 outs. His job is very simple. Get Mullinix out. Lefty on lefty. So here's Tim Lawler pitching against Mullinix. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And that is a patient 75, and it's a walk. Mullinix trots down to first. Another walk given up. That's the 3rd walk in this inning. And now Lloyd Mosby will come up to bat. Mosby is 1 for 2. He's walked twice and singled. 2 outs. Tim Lawler trying to keep it 5-4, but the Blue Jays are threatening. Fans there at Comiskey hoping Lawler can get it done. Here's the pitch. It's a defense check 17. I don't think that's going to do it. That's a range check to short. The ball is hit the Guillen. His range is a B. A 1-30 is a hit. That's a 17. It gets by Guillen. That's going to be a base hit. And it's going to be a 1-base single. So Barfield will come in to score. Mullinix goes to second. And Mosby's on at first. It's 6-4 Blue Jays. Oh, those bases on balls. As Ernie Harwell used to say. 2 outs, but now 6-4 Blue Jays. The batter now is Upshaw. Upshaw gets a few boos here from the Comiskey Park crowd as he hit the grand slam that put Toronto ahead. Still 2 outs here, top of the ninth. Mullenix at second, Mosby at first. Mosby hit one past Guillen. He couldn't make the play. Here's the pitch. And that is another patient 39, and that's going to be a single for Upshaw. It's a base hit. Mullenix with a run rating of 6. He will score from second. Mosby run rating of 7 will make it to third. Upshaw to first. 7-4 Blue Jays. As the White Sox are letting this game get away from them. The batter is George Bell. Now 7-4. As the game has literally gotten away from the White Sox here. Still 2 outs. Lawler is a long reliever, so he can give up one more run before he gets done. They're going to keep him out there. And here's the pitch. And that is a ballpark 32. Bell, right-hander, that's in his wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 75 is a single for George Bell. The inning continues. Mosby will score. He comes in. Upshaw with a run rating of 8. He makes third. Bell to first. 8-4 Blue Jays. And that'll be it for Lawler. Len Matuzik's the next batter for Toronto, now 8-4. And they're going to go to a different lefty, and it's going to be Bob Fallon. Bob Fallon, no record, 6.19 ERA, 50-67 strikeout rating, though, but that wheelhouse at the 8 is hard. But now with the game now 8-4, the White Sox are pretty much already figuring this game is probably done. But runners at first and third with 2 outs. 3 runs in this inning here for the Jays. Bob Fallon will now pitch to Matuzik. Here is the pitch. And that is a tough 16. Struck him out. He strikes out Matuzik, and that will end the inning. 3 runs for the Blue Jays on 3 hits and 3 walks. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 8-4 Toronto. As this game totally got out of hand. As the Blue Jays have just scored 7 unanswered runs in 2 innings. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Darryl Boston leads off for the White Sox. Acker's coming out. Toronto will go to the pen. They got 2 lefties and a righty coming up. Let's see who we're going to bring in here. Really, no other lefties I can bring in. So in that case, they're going to go with Bill. They're going to go with Bill Caudle. Bill Caudle will pitch for the Blue Jays here. 4-6, 2.99 ERA. He will try to close the door. It is now 8-4 in favor of Toronto. Darryl Boston leads off. 237 average. Let's see if I can go to the bench here for the White Sox. And not really. Boston's a center fielder. A little better at batting average. What did he do here? Boston is 1 for 3. Doesn't They'll let him hit. Boston will hit. The batters that are on the bench are not really, they're a little better than Darryl, but they'll let Boston hit. Bottom of the ninth, Caudill will pitch. And that is a patient 49, and it will be a fly ball left field. Taking care of that will be Bell, and that's out number one. Here's Tim Hewlett. Hewlett is 2 for 3 tonight, a single and a homer. But now that home run hit by Hewlett seems like that was a long time ago. Gotta remember, my games, I tell you, they may run. A thing about my games, they cruise along well, they look like they move fast, and all of a sudden, there's that one inning where everything gets blown up. In this case, the Blue Jays had 2 of them. Here's the pitch from Caudill. And that is a wheelhouse 14. Crack. And Tim Hewlett hits one high. He's going to hit one deep to center field. That ball is gone. Tim Hewlett hits his second home run of the game. There's a little magic for you. Tim Hewlett. Bill Caudill pitches Hewlett a grapefruit. He turns it into fruit salad. It is gone, 8-5. And now Ozzie Guillen will come up to bat. Yeah, I know. It keeps on doing it. I got to reset it, I guess. It shouldn't be doing that. I turn off the autofocus. I usually do. I have to recheck it. Bill Caudill will now pitch to Guillen. Guillen will bat, but it's now an 8-5 ball game. Can the White Sox get more? 1 out. Pitch from Caudill. And that is a ballpark 92. It's in play. In play 38 is a base hit by Guillen. It's a single. He goes to first. Now the tying run is on deck. And the batter is Rudy Law. We got some ninth inning magic coming up. Law's 2 for 4. Guillen on it first. And they will let Caudill pitch to Law, as Law does better against lefties. Blue Jays leading 8-5. Guillen on it first. Law the batter, 1 out. Here it comes. And that is a patient 86. And it is a ground ball to second base. Rudy Law, double play rating of 6. Caudill's a 5. That is a 10. No double play. The throw goes to second to get Guillen, and the throw goes to first, not in time. Law safe. But they get Guillen out at second. His run rating is a 9, and that is a 10 on the dice. So they get him. But it is a fielder's choice. The batter will be Scott Fletcher, and now we may see a pinch hitter here because Fletcher goes ahead and bats 203 against Wright. Fletcher is the third baseman, and Fletcher's coming out. And coming on to bat will be Luis Salazar. He has a 244 average against Wrights, and he will take over third base if this game goes any further. So here's Salazar going against Caudill with 2 outs. As the White Sox trying to get something going here. It's now 8-5. Salazar. Caudill's pitch. And that is a tough 96. It's a fly ball left field. Ball is hit over there to George Bell. He gets under it, puts out his glove, block, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Blue Jays steal one from the Chicago White Sox, 8-5. What a comeback for the Blue Jays. 1 run on 2 hits for the White Sox, but it won't be enough as Toronto takes an 8-5 win here in Comiskey Park. Final line score coming up, and a 10-minute ticker. For the Toronto Blue Jays, 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors. For the White Sox, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher for the Blue Jays is Gary Lavelle. He was the pitcher of record when the Blue Jays scored the runs, took the lead. So Gary Lavelle gets the win. The loss goes to Juan Agosto. And because the tying run was on deck, Bill Caudle does get a save. What a comeback for the Blue Jays. They win this game 8-5 and continue to hold that first place, continue to hold a top lead in the American League East. Timeout, and we will have our 10-minute ticker. As always, you can always check my standings there, Phil, on Payoff Pitch Gamers Network. But I'll show them to you here real quick. Of course, the standings really don't mean anything at this moment. In the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays actually have the lead in the American League East at 25, now at 26-16 with the win here today. The Minnesota Twins lead the American League West, and they are followed by the White Sox and California and Seattle right now are the top 4. In the American League East, Toronto is number 1. The Yankees are number 2. Detroit's 3. And Milwaukee's 4. Boston and Baltimore are behind them. In the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies have been the surprise so far. They lead that division at 25 wins. Montreal 24 wins. St. Louis 23. And the Mets 22. In the National League West, the Dodgers and the Astros are tied, and the Reds are all tied at 25 wins. The Padres at 23 wins. Let's see if there's any major changes today as we now prepare for the 10-minute ticker. Second day, today's date. Here we go, 10-minute ticker. We already know the Blue Jays won today, 8-5. Texas at Kansas City. That's a 5. It's a win for the Rangers. They win that game 2-0. Cleveland at Milwaukee. That's a 5. It's a win for the Indians. They win that game 2-1. St. Louis at Atlanta. That's a 10. It's a win for the Cardinals. They win that game 9-0. Chicago Cubs at Cincinnati. It's a 3. It's a win for the Cubs. They win that game 8-5. Pittsburgh at Houston. It's a 7. A win for the Astros. 9-3. Montreal at San Diego. It's a 7. A win for the Padres. 8-8 plus 3, 11-8 Padres. And that is the 28th. We now go to the 29th. Seattle at Baltimore. That's a 7. A win for the O's. 8-2. Minnesota at Boston. A 3. A win for the Twins. 7-1 over the Red Sox. Toronto at Chicago White Sox. It's an 8. The White Sox get some revenge. They win that game 1-0. Oakland at Detroit. It's a 5, a win for the A's, 6-4. Texas at Kansas City. A 12, a win for the Royals, 7-1. Cleveland at Milwaukee. That's a 2, it's a win for the Indians, 9-4. The Indians continue to play scrappy. California at New York Yankees. That's an 11. The Angels get that win, 4-3. St. Louis at Atlanta. That's an 8, a win for the Braves, 7-2. Chicago Cubs at Cincinnati. That's an 11. The Reds will take that win, 8-4. Pittsburgh at Houston. 6, win for the Astros, 7-5. Philadelphia at Los Angeles. Phillies get the win. That's a 5. They continue to play well. They beat the Dodgers 3-0. The Dodgers have been losing a lot lately. Montreal at San Diego. That's a 4, a win for the Expos, 6-1. Finally, New York Mets at San Francisco. That is an 8. My Mets come away with the win, 4-0. And that will do it for today's 10-minute ticker. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow night, we will have the California Angels taking on the New York Yankees. Should be a fun game to play. And the last 2 and the days of tomorrow end the month of May, and we'll be approaching into June. As Salvador America says, the fraud, the fix is in. You guys. Salvador America, Philip Reynolds, thank you all for joining me. A small crowd tonight, but any crowd is always welcome. Thank you very much. Remember, we got the Seattle Mariners taking on the San Diego Padres, an inside pitch tomorrow, 1 and gone. That's game number 4. And, of course, we have the Angels and the Yankees tomorrow night. Thank you all for joining me, guys. We'll see you guys later. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. Have a good one, everyone. Blue Jays over the White Sox, 8-5. What a game it was. Take care, everyone. Good night.